Welcome, chemists. Today we're going to talk about limiting reactants. Now this follows with what we discussed with stoichiometry earlier. And limiting reactants is just an extension of how that applies in the real world and also in a chemical reaction. So I'm going to go back to my sandwich. And I put up the recipe for the sandwich because I know you want to see it again, but I'm trying to simplify things a little bit by taking out the cheese. Can I do that? I'm not sure if I can really do that with a sandwich. That's like the best part, but I'm going to take out the cheese and simplify it with just the 2 bread slices, my lunch meat, my 3 pickles, and making my sandwich. Okay, so I am actually going to start making some more sandwiches, and I have gathered a whole stack of bread and a whole stack of meat and pickles, and I'm just going to start matching these guys up and see how many real sandwiches. This is like a real world example where you're maybe got a large family and you're trying to make sandwiches for the whole crowd, and so you just grab a big handful of each ingredient and then you're just going to start making sandwiches and just see where we end up. And we would do this in class. We would actually give each student a whole handful of this stuff and we'd make sandwiches, and it was so much fun, guys. You're missing out, but just bear with me, okay? So I am going to start taking my ingredients. I got my 2 slices of bread. I have my meat. I have my pickles. Okay, boom, there you go. There's one, and I'm going to make another one. And I can do this for a while, but I'm just going to cut to the chase, all right? Because I previously went ahead and made all the sandwiches with that exact number of ingredients, and I came up with this, okay? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 different sandwiches here that are following the recipe. It's got just that many pickles, that meat. So they are legit sandwiches here, people. Legit sandwiches, not cutting any ingredient out. But what I found is I ran out of pickles. I ran out of pickles, and I still had 2 slices of meat, and I still had 4 slices of bread. So this gets into what we're talking about today with limiting reactants. So I ran out of pickles. I still had meat, I still had bread. But without pickles, can I make a viable sandwich? No. So I'm done. And I am out of ingredients. Even if you lose out on one, you can't make any product. And this is exactly how a chemical reaction works too. If this is my simple chemical reaction between iron and oxygen, if I run out of oxygen, I can't make any more product. I can have all the iron in the world. In this case, I have bread, I have meat, enough to make a sandwich, but I ran out of pickles. So we say that the pickles are what is limiting me in the reaction. And because of the pickle shortage, I can no longer make a sandwich. And the same thing happens in a real chemical reaction. When I run out of one, doesn't matter which one, it just happens I have more oxygen or more iron. When that one runs out, I can no longer make product. So we say we are limited by the reactant that we run out of first. And that is a limiting reactant. So it's good to know when you're making a certain amount of product, you want to make sure you have enough of both of the reactants, because as soon as one runs out, you're done. Mr. Coleman out.